song while you're doing it. Can you hear me in there good?
Twice.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. Feel like I can hear you more just like this way than that way, but yeah, you're supposed to sing. Is it Happy Birthday twice?
So.
I've gone to choosing other songs to sing while I'm washing my hands. Today it was what's that song by The Outfield? You know, Josie's on a vacation far away. That one.
No.
What song is that? The Outfield. Right?
I don't know.
Come on. You don't know that song?
I do not.
No.
You guys are crazy.
I don't even know what the outfield is.
Your Love.
Is it a band?
Yeah, The Outfield is a band. Dude, you have parents who listen to good music. Like, I know you've heard this one before. Come on.
Probably. Oh, I have heard.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? So this is what I've been going with. And and like I sing it out loud too while I'm washing my hands, you know, like Josie's on a vacation far. It's good. So that's my one for today, and I'm gonna pick a new song every day so I don't get bored with it. So if people want to hit up the chat and come in on Buzz Media and let me know what song they would like me to sing while I'm washing my hands,
I was actually trying to watch
I'll take
my hands
recommendations.
the other day, and I got water on my thumb, and I didn't even notice it. It was pretty bad.
Awesome.
Like, I was just washing, and then it just, like, went right there, and it just went all over my cast, and I was like, oh, that's probably not
Oh,
good.
that's right. You got the cast going.
Yeah.
Give us an update on that. How's the wrist doing?
Pretty good.
Same.
Yeah.
I mean, it was only 2 days ago when we did the last one, right? So
Same.
let's see if you guys' audio is good here.
I tried to close my door today with my broken wrist. It was kind of like, what would that be called? Like, I forget the word. What did I say to you?
When?
Like reaction or like, I don't know. What's that word called? I can't forget it, but I closed the door with my wrist.
Hey, we have to introduce our new member today. We get Kayla Ganip on the show, new member of the Buzz Media video production class. Kayla, tell us a little bit about how you're feeling about this class after the first couple of weeks.
I mean, it's a good class for senior year because we don't do anything in here. Yeah.
You kidding me? We're bringing the vibe to the people, right? Senior this year at
Yeah.
Levitt, right? Favorite class that you've taken so far, other than video production at Levitt?
I don't know.
What's your favorite subject?
Probably sciences.
Sciences. Who'd you have for bio?
Chapman.
Chapman. Chemistry?
I had Schmidt.
Schmidt. How about freshman year?
Gray.
Gray.
That was
There you go.
interesting.
That was interesting.
I agree.
You know, everybody always has a description for having a class with Gray, and interesting is one that comes up quite a
I
bit.
think I was Gray's worst class last year. I had Scout Sylvester, Jacob Thompson, and Ryder Drinkwater.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Saying is a happy birthday twice. I've got
We got to see if Andon's audio's on here. Let me check this out real quick.
Hello.
your love. Josie's on it. It was only 2 days ago when we did the last
Maybe I'm not. That's crazy.
You're a little low, so I don't know if you have to turn yourself up a little bit. So there. What are you? Which one are you? You number 3 there?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm this one.
Seems like that's up pretty loud. We can go with that one. See if how's Kayla's audio.
It's pretty good. I can hear myself
I can't hear myself.
Yeah.
very clearly.
All right. You can't hear yourself?
No, not like.
Not like
now I
normal?
can hear myself.
Oh, there you go. That just made a difference. All right. That should be better.
Literally so close to my mouth.
All right. So there's obviously a lot going on in the world. The coronavirus has taken over everything.
First case in Maine, Lewiston.
First case in Maine, right here, Androscoggin County.
Why does it have to be in Androscoggin?
Like ground zero. Not quite ground zero. It's down in Lewiston, the Dirty Lou. But I don't know. I mean, Coach County is from Lewiston, and that's what he calls it. So I feel like I can do that. But I don't know. Yeah, Lewiston's all right. I don't mind Lewiston. I don't mean to bash on when I say that, right? Like
Lewiston's good.
Lewiston's a good
Nice
place.
school.
I like C40. I like eating there. Great place. Went there for Wyatt's birthday a couple weekends ago. It was pretty good. But yeah, coronavirus. So I went to Hannaford yesterday. That was interesting. 4 registers open, about 12 deep at each register. Saw your dad in there. Saw Big Dave.
Getting some salad, cooking up.
Yeah, he was in the vegetable aisle actually when getting some stuff to make some
I
salads.
think we made fish tacos.
Fish tacos. Yeah, I did see him over near the meat as well. I was picking up some burger. Went to the. My wife instructed me to get some toilet paper because, she's freaking out on the coronavirus, and there was none. All of the toilet paper in the Hannaford gone. Also, no hand sanitizer, and very low on soaps. I think the lava is completely gone, which is like a pretty abrasive soap. So yeah, people are going crazy. Like, what are you guys seeing out there in the world?
My dad sent me a picture yesterday. He works at Walgreens on Union Street.
Yeah.
Toilet paper gone.
Gone.
Hand sanitizer gone, but the soap aisle was still intact.
It was.
Thing that kind of blows me about it is hand sanitizer's gone, but the soap's still there. But hand sanitizer kills bacteria, not viruses.
Oh,
So you still have to wash your hands and stuff like that.
Right. I know. Somebody asked me the other day, like, can they come up with a, with like something to give us, like a shot or a nasal spray or something like an antibiotic. But if it's viral, I'm not sure an antibiotic does a heck of a lot.
Probably wouldn't do much
Right.
good now,
Right.
at least.
I mean, you had Chapman for bio. You probably learned that in there, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, NCAA tournament canceled yesterday. There will be no March Madness, no brackets, which would have been a hot topic on the Morning Buzz, I'm sure, to talk college basketball playoffs.
Yeah.
So we're going to miss out on that.
I'm surprised they didn't postpone it. They just canceled it outright.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
Crazy.
I know. You would have thought maybe that they would have just put a hold on things. But the NCAA was quick to cancel. I think once the pros cancel, it kind of forced their hand.
I'll tell you
Like-
what, Sawyer, though. Duke would not be in my top 4. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, well, they would be if they have those officials from the Carolina game the other night because they gave Vernon Carey every single call. It was gross. Just typical Duke. But yeah, it's I think once the pros canceled, then that kind of forces the hand of the NCAA, right? Like you can't be if we're paying athletes to go out there and play, and we're canceling those games, then we can't force the ones who are not paying to go out and play, right? And make millions off their, off them. So NCAA, no winter, and they canceled their entire spring as well. No baseball, softball, track, everything done. Have a couple of NBA players with coronavirus. Got Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell from the Jazz.
I think Serge Ibaka might have it now too.
Serge Ibaka.
And there's another Jazz player. I forget his name though.
And the Celtics played the Jazz twice in the last 2 weeks, I believe.
I saw this tweet where it was I think it was from a news source telling all the players, the 10 teams that just played the Jazz to just self-quarantine, get tested for corona, and do all that stuff.
Thinking of just trying to make you louder. Are you plugged into the...
I could try to switch that one to that one.
Let's try that. Let's just give it a shot while we're... Do it right on air here. Does that help at all? No? It sounds different.
Yeah. It's probably those ones. That's probably the ones you talk.
Is it? Which one is it? Let's go into this one, right? Let's try it. Just try it over here. Oh, that one's you. Right, so...
That one is.
So this one right here?
Yeah.
Say something now.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Audio problem fix. Look at me. Right? Like Morning Buzz tech guy. I don't know. Sarah Thurston says everybody has perfect bracket picks this year. I saw that on Twitter. Somebody posted an empty bracket and said, I got it all right. Give me the $1 million. So, yeah, good point. Sarah Thurston, I believe, at home, had the ankle surgery. So she's watching from home, staying in touch with all things Levitt here at the Morning Buzz. Rufino Driscoll telling us to stay safe out there.
No, you said
So it's not like we're cops walking a beat, Rufino. Like we're just doing the Morning Buzz, and we've got plenty of hand sanitizer if we need to use that. If you haven't noticed, is that in the shot up there, Trevor? We have a new Buzz Media logo. We forgot to put up a new saying today, so we'll have to. We'll get one up for you in the next episode. We're going to try to do episodes almost daily at this point, thinking that at least there's a possibility that school might get canceled, and we'll see.
Morning buzzes while school's canceled?
The morning buzz will still happen if school gets canceled. Mr. Davis and I have agreed. We.
You should get like a shack.
I don't know where we're going to broadcast from. I'm not sure exactly. But yeah, like an ice shack would be good. I don't know. It's going to be a place we can get the
You
internet.
know what I
but-
want to talk about? There's a shack on Pleasant Pond, and they just left it there, and it fell through the ice. The
Oh,
other day.
get out!
Yeah, it was crazy.
I think that's a big fine, man.
Probably.
I don't think you can do that.
They
Denver
just-
knows.
They just didn't take it off.
Crack research team Denver Taylor over there knows from experience. You cannot leave an ice shack on there.
It's like 20 feet though, so it's not.
It's like 20 feet, so they'll pull it up. But
It should
that's
be good.
unfortunate. So get your ice shacks off the ice. Note to
Yeah.
self: snowing this morning.
Yeah.
Believe that? What's up with that, Kayla?
I don't know, but I don't like it.
Not a snow person.
No.
Do you like ski or snowmobile or do anything like that?
No, I don't
No.
strap stuff to my feet
I
and
did
just go.
snowmobile.
Right. Well, you
Yeah,
don't anymore,
obviously,
right? Yeah, you're real good at it too.
I haven't skied in a while actually. I used to be able to ski. Pretty
When I
well.
skied, I always had to take the things and what do they call it? Like snow plow and like put them in, so you just go wicked slow. Otherwise, I'd just fly down the mountain and bounce off
French
trees.
fries,
What's that?
French fries is how you go forward. Pizza is how you stop.
French fries forward, pizza's how you stop. Yeah, that's a good way to think of it.
I think that's how I remember.
Never thought of
As a
that.
kid. No,
Yeah.
I had like trainings. I think when I was like 10, they put me up like 3 levels because I was so good at it.
There you go.
But I haven't skied since then, so I'm probably pretty crappy now.
Nice. Yeah, I saw. Going back to the everything selling out. I saw Dave Ead from Channel 13 posted a picture of I don't know where he was, somewhere down in Portland, like Walmart or something, and no soap. Like everybody's buying up the soap. It's crazy. I will say, in my days, I've spent 45 years on this earth. I've never seen anything like this. We had the I think it was it the H1N1 we had where we all had to go get like the nasal spray at Leeds Medical Center. Well, you weren't in Leeds, but.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Right, you remember that,
yeah.
Kayla? You're a Leeds person, right?
Mhm.
We all were like lined up on Churchill Road waiting, and we had to go into a little room, and
Yeah.
you had to wait some more, and then it seems, yeah. The scary part of that is if everybody's sick, why are they putting you in that little room before they give you the nasal spray? We're all going to sit in there together and like pass it around. So, Rufino asking where DT is. DT took a pretty good shot to the face when he was boxing, so we don't, he's cosmetically not ready to be back here, and we wanted to debut Kayla Gannip today, one of our new contributors to the Morning Buzz. So, yeah. Kara Jordan says she loves the logo.
God.
Yeah.
Little CJ.
Shout out to Kelly Cabral,
Who's that?
MSAD 52 employee, Anna Cabral's mother, working down in adult
She's probably
ed. But
watching right now.
took a little
Yeah.
time to
Mom, if you're watching right now, go comment.
go comment.
My
She
dad's home too, so.
she helped out with the logo. Yeah, I talked to Big Dave. He said IDEX is doing like a little. This is another coronavirus effect. IDEX is doing like a little trial today
Really?
to see if you can work from home.
I
So,
know-
like, they
I
told
know he's
everybody,
working
stay
from
home today.
because Every time he works from home, he has his PJs on. Same exact PJs.
man.
And he's just driving in the car, bringing us.
Maybe so long as he gets to stay home, I should show up and teach in PJs. Right? Is that doable? Do you think Shaw allows that?
Probably. I don't think he'd care.
At least sweatpants,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, working from home. So yeah, little. I don't know, like.
Talking about work from home, do you think the online schooling would work?
The online schooling. I think it's a good alternative. I mean, if they think it's going to help to combat this thing by keeping everybody home and going a span of, let's say maybe 2, 3, 4 weeks to let this thing run its course and have people not really around each other. I think you can make it work.
Yeah.
I've set up my Google Classrooms are already set up anyway, and I typically assign some bigger assignments through there. Quit unexpectedly.
Yes, thanks to you.
God.
All right, break time.
I can fix it.
See what happened there.
You just gotta go back in.
What's your favorite subject? Yeah, coronavirus. I'm sorry.
Oh, there we go. It's all right.
We're back on.
Yeah. It does that all the time. It does that during basketball games. You just have that long bench.
Yeah, that took a little time to be on.
God.
See if we're.
I think we're good.
Think we're all set.
Yeah.
Cool. What were we talking about?
Online schooling.
Online schooling. Yeah. So like I set up some Google Classrooms. Normally I assign some of the bigger like lab reports and things that kids have to write. it's easy to submit and give feedback that way online. So yeah, I mean it's going to be different. I don't. You could make videos. I don't know if I don't know if I'm going to make videos of myself lecturing to kids at home. I may just come in and do like a Morning Buzz podcast, and just like come in. I can do some things on the whiteboard, draw some things up, and let it go. Hathaway, you forgot a new dad joke. I'm disappointed. Kara Jordan. Oh man. But yeah, I think it's I think the teachers are we've had a couple of meetings and some discussions about some different ways that we can get some things up there. Obviously math is a little bit of a difficult one because kids have to practice the problems and you got to be able to give them some feedback. So we're kind of doing that. But I see myself putting some videos up there, some articles, some outlines, some reading materials. Kids taking a look at those. Might put a few. Might podcast a couple of lectures out there, and have kids watch those, and then they can submit some written assignments or some slideshows that they have to make, things of that nature. Rufino asking me to grade his lab report. Hey, grade my lab report, guy. Hey, turn it in on time, guy. There you go. If you could turn it in on time, it'd be graded.
Come on,
So yeah, I think everybody's been working at it, and most everybody in the school, I would say, is on Google Classroom to begin with.
Yeah.
I think the math department might have a little bit of work to do there, but math by its nature is kind of a different subject anyway.
They'll just pull the Mr. Brown and
but-
all those videos.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my
Mr. Brown and
gosh.
Miss Mishu have a lot of. They got those videos up, so we'll figure that out. Jason McLeod, and a coaching buddy of mine, would Levitt play a preseason scrimmage in Portland? Absolutely. We tried to play you last year, but that fell through. I think they had something else on the schedule. But yeah, by all means, we would love to come down and play a preseason scrimmage in Portland. Play right at Fitzy, right?
Yeah,
That'd be a good time, right?
I'm down.
I'm down too. Yeah. And J-Mac always gives me a hard time because he says all of our run plays are just traps. Like it's just the guard looking to kill somebody. So yeah, Jay, we'll come up and we'll run some trap at you, and sure you'll throw the ball all over the place, and we can know huddle a little bit. That'll be good. We missed our coaches clinic this weekend. That also fell victim to the coronavirus. We had about 200-300 coaches ready to clinic it up down in Portland at the Holiday Inn down there. So we lost out on that, which was unfortunate. It's a good time to see your friends and the coaching brethren, and a chance to learn a little bit. We have some presenters coming in from all over New England. All the main colleges are there: UMaine, Husson, Maine Maritime, Bates, Bowdoin, Colby, all giving presentations. Bridgeton Academy. And then we had some other guys coming in, Sacred Heart, Central Connecticut, Allegheny,
Kinda
like
quiet again.
all over the place. So
Fix it. Mike towards mouth.
Mike towards Mount Danon's kind of quiet again. So Kara Jordan asking, geez, this is a school where we're getting a live chat
Yeah,
with people
I know.
coming in, right?
9 people.
This
let's
is
go.
awesome. This is the most chat we've had.
Rufino, come to school.
Trevor Bossy calling out Rufino. What's the football season looking like this year? I need to get prepared. I would say the football season looks good. Obviously, we have some big shoes to fill with some of the seniors who are moving on. Some pretty good players. You lose the two big tight ends there, Cam and Cole. So that's going to look a little different. And the Calder twins and Marky Herman and Keegan Melanson out there running around, catching and running the football. That's going to be a little different. Alan Peabody's been our strong safety for 4 years, so somebody new in there. And then obviously Riley Parmenter moving on. Shout out to Damian Calder. Signed his, I don't know if he actually signs a letter of intent, but gave his commitment to Maine Maritime. Going to take his talents out to Castine, and assuming he's going to be running a little jet sweep out there.
Yeah.
And then obviously I think we actually broadcast it here. Cam Jordan going to Franklin Pierce. Signed his letter of intent to go there, and I think sometime in the near future we'll have some news on Riley Parmenter, and I know in the very near future, I think it's being sealed up here over these couple days. We're going to have Cole Morin. We'll probably have him come on and talk a little bit about his plans for next year as well. So, back to the coronavirus. What preparations are you guys taking at home? What's going on in your houses?
Wash your hands. That's about it.
What?
That's just it,
My
though.
mom cleaned the house too.
She cleaned the house.
Everything.
How about you, Kayla?
I cleaned the house yesterday,
Yeah.
and just like a lot of stocking up, I guess.
A lot of stocking up.
Yeah.
Yep. Our kitchen right now is just filled with Walmart bags full of stuff. That
I think we just have a bunch of cereal. So.
a lot of cereal.
Yeah.
Cereal for 2 weeks straight.
What do you guys go with for your cereal? What do you got?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Kate bought like pops though. Like the.
Well, like corn pops.
Pops. I don't really like them. I was like, dude, you're weird. Why
They're
would you buy
alright.
those?
I don't mind them.
And then Lucky Charms. And,
Oh,
like,
Lucky Charms.
I think we have a little bit left of Captain Crunch.
Lucky Charms, magically delicious.
Very magically.
What about you, Kayla?
Fruity Pebbles.
Ooh, Fruity Pebbles. Do you drink the milk after?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
me with Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I drink.
Yeah, I do it with Cocoa Krispies.
Ooh, I like.
Yeah, the chocolate. I usually put chocolate milk right in it anyway, and then drink the milk still when I'm gone. I like Honey Nut Cheerios with chocolate milk.
I
It
like
doesn't
Nesquik.
off the cuff. It might not sound real great. It's delicious.
for
Apparently,
Christmas.
Wyatt does it too because he likes it too because I can't keep enough Honey Nut Cheerios around.
I love Honey Nut.
I think it's
Cheerios.
crazy.
I just eat
They're
'em
good.
raw. I don't even eat them with milk. I just think. they're
Just
not
eat
good.
them like
Like a little baby.
right, like you get like your little Ziploc of Honey Nut Cheerios and you're just
It's
going
so
around eating.
good.
That's awesome. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Canceled. Also, just as an aside, trending on Twitter, Yellowstone, a little magma uprising there has caused a little bit of an unusual uplift in the Yellowstone volcano. So we'll keep an eye on that.
I didn't even know how dangerous that supervolcano is. If that thing erupts, that's like 15 atomic bombs going off at once.
Come on, that much?
It's crazy.
Isn't it like long overdue to erupt again?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like it's like a million years almost.
I think we're also long overdue for one of those Earth magnetic field flips where, like, the north and south flip. I think that happens sometimes too. It's got something to do with like the
That's crazy.
molten material, like in the core of the Earth,
Oh, yeah.
as it changes or whatever. It flips So like magnetic north will become magnetic south, which is a little crazy.
What does that do?
I think the compasses point south. I'm not sure. Can we get on the crack research on that Denver magnetic field flip of the Earth? Figure out what the effects of that are. We'd like to know. Anything else you can get us on the Yellowstone would be good too. Just saw a retweet of one of my tweets from yesterday. Played in of course, the unified season also fell victim to the coronavirus because they canceled all the Special Olympic stuff. So those guys are pretty disappointed. So they asked if a few members of the faculty would come down and play a little pickup yesterday. So myself, Mr. Haylock, Mr. Galway, the AD, Ryan LaRoche, Miss Allard from down in the English department. Who else do we have out there? Oh, Schiffelli. He's got a good corner, Jay. He can shoot three a little bit. So we went down and played him. They rolled us the first half. Gave a good halftime speech. Got the squad going. Big comeback. And we cut it all the way down to like 4. And then they just, they got it going. Alex Morris, a couple of buckets inside. Kaylee Martin couldn't stop her. Like, she's just money. Shoots a high percentage. Some of those guys, it takes them a few shots to put it in. Like, she's like first shot, like bang. So yeah, they got us. Cam Jordan tried to dunk a couple. I did get Cam Casella on the old Top Gun move though, coming down on the break, jump stop, show the ball, fly by. He jumped right into the wall. So Cam, I hope you're watching. And there was a little bit of a crowd yesterday in there watching that. Haylock came out in all of his Lakers Kobe gear.
Of course he did.
Of course he did. But I don't think he scored. Like, he couldn't even make a layup. Like, Kobe would have been disappointed, Mr. Haylock, if you're watching out there. Like, you got to shoot a better percentage than that. So, yeah. Kara Jordan says chocolate frosted flakes. Wow.
They make those?
Oh, yeah, Kara Jordan also yeah, I guess they do.
We saw
Also
some
talking
of those
trash because she was out there yesterday. She's one of the unified partners. She says, we saw it, you guys. I made a pull-up 3 on the break, and she turns to me, and she's like, that was pretty saucy. I was like, wow. All right, I guess that's a good compliment these days. If you do something saucy, is that good, Denver? Tell us, what do we got, Denver? What's the effects of the magnetic?
It's pretty bad.
It's what now?
It's pretty bad. It weakens like the Earth's atmosphere
That's not that bad. UV rays, it's fine.
Oh.
If I'm gonna get burned by the sun, that's a good way to go out.
Fry's Electronic Circuits. Will the magnetic south be north and vice versa?
How long do we have till this happens?
Oh, look at this. McLeod, done. We're playing. So, awesome. Right here. We just scheduled it on Buzz Media. Right? Breaking new event. Levitt at Portland next year for the scrimmage. So, that'll be good. We had to play that three-way last year because our scrimmage kind of fell through.
Who was
So,
that?
I think we had to go like
Hill
Winthrop Gardner.
Oh, it was with McGardner.
Right? We had to play like half field. Yeah, so this will be good. Go down and play Portland, and Coach McLeod is he and I go way back. He's a spread offense guy too, and Coach Capone's running the defense down there. So it'll be good to go. I've never gone head to head with Coach Capone before.
Can we please get a DT feature, please? DT, come on, let's go.
DT feature.
Let's go. Show your face.
Yeah, everybody wants to see DT's boxing eye. It's not that bad. How'd you get it? Did you get it sparring, or we just?
Yeah, sparring.
Did you spar last night?
2 nights ago.
2 nights ago? Who'd you spar with?
Some kid.
Chris
named-
Bergen?
No, Cayenne. His name's Cayenne.
Cayenne. Who won?
Did you get sauced up by him?
I'd say it was a tie.
Draw?
Draw. I called the draw.
God, get him in.
Oh, Coach Gray. Get Coach Gray in here. We're gonna get Coach Gray for a cameo here. We actually have we got to talk to Coach Gray about the Sap Shack. There's been the Sugar Shack, as they call it. There's been a lot of goings on. Coach Gray, for about 3 years, has been working with his ERV class to try to get this Sugar Shack going. And yesterday, they made syrup
Really?
for the first time.
Is it good? Did you taste it?
I haven't tasted it yet. He was like down there all afternoon. Like when I called him about getting toilet paper, he was there. Yeah, give me a headset in. Let's bring him in here.
Are we live action right now?
Yeah, we're live action. You don't need to make the noise like the guy from. Yeah, right. What was that guy called?
Turtle Man or something like
Turtle Man. Make sure the microphone's pretty close to your mouth there. So,
I've never been told to talk.
oh, look at
loud.
this.
All right.
You've got it right here.
So it took 3 years.
I'd like to dip my finger in it, but I think with the current coronavirus situation,
probably not
that's
a
probably
good
not an
idea.
idea. What if I get like a plastic spoon? Can I try it right on air?
Well, you could, but I'm not going to let you.
Okay.
We haven't filtered it, and we haven't used the hydrometer to make sure the density is correct.
Ooh, I have a hydrometer right out
But
back.
this is oh really? Because they're about $60 at well, I won't say the name of them. But anyway, so this took 3 years to get to here. From the day that I went into Mr. Shaw's office and said, "Let's build a sap house," to
To now.
that.
That's what we have. How many mason jars of sap you got?
Right now, we just had our first little pour off last night, and I don't know, we got 5 or 6 of those.
Nice.
But a lot of hard work. Mr. Shaw's father, Paul,
Paul, my Babe
baseball
Ruth coach.
yes.
Yep, from way back.
Him and I were together for quite some time last night, about 7 hours, boiling down and doing all that. And then Mr. Swift came in and helped us out a little bit, and it was a long day. It was a good day. It was a fun day.
There you go.
But yeah. So how we doing?
Yeah, we're doing all right. Tell us about the kind of just the process that this Sap Shack has been like. Dial us back to 3 years ago and kind of move us to today. In a somewhat briefer.
Well, we had the trustees
Gosh.
meeting as we do every spring.
Right.
And one of the people that were from the trustees were saying, "Hey, we're looking. These are the ideas. Ideas we're looking for. We'd like to do stuff that encourages student learning that isn't necessarily in a classroom." Da 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 da. One of my very good friends, Caleb McNaughton, who teaches at Buckfield High School, had recently built a sap house and had been very successful. So I said, "Let's try that."
Go ahead, Andy. You can answer that.
We said, okay, let's try that. And I went to Mr. Shaw. Mr. Shaw has been extremely supportive of everything, and we started working at it. We had to tear down the tennis court, which was fun. We had to pour slab. A shout out to Dun Concrete. We had to. The cool thing was Nat Bell from Lee's Maine
Right.
came over, brought his portable sawmill.
Class of '93.
Class of '93, and every single piece of lumber that is in that building was from a fallen tree from the microburst we had a couple years ago.
Oh, that's right. The microburst.
So every piece of lumber that made that thing is from the property of Levitt or MSAD 52, and from there, it was just we worked on a piece by piece. SJS Builders helped us out. Sam Smith from Leeds, Dun Concrete I already mentioned. Nat Bell Logging. And then the Shaws, the Grays, just some random people. Denver was there. Tommy Casey was there. We had a lot of kids come and help out. And we got it to there. Got our evaporator. We ran a lot of lines early this spring out in the woods. We got about 70 taps. And 40 gallons, maybe a little bit more because we don't have all sugar maple, so maybe more like 50 gallons of raw sap makes around a gallon of syrup. So
Wow.
a lot of evaporating. But it's good stuff. It's a good time. It's been a long road, but it's
What was your
it's
least
rewarding.
favorite part of the process?
Getting questioned every day about if the sap house was done. And when we were going to get it going and all that stuff. And as you know, working for a public school, which I do enjoy, sometimes there are some hoops you have to jump through to be able to do things. And sometimes those hoops take some time to get through.
Right. Right.
So, but yeah, it's great. We're happy we did it, and we're happy the kids are involved. And yeah.
Nice.
So what are you guys talking about today? This stuff?
Well, obviously, coronavirus has been a big topic. And I don't know if you know that there was a magma uprising at the Yellowstone volcano, but we talked about that for a
Really?
little bit. Yeah.
That's
Maybe
exciting.
you can weave that into
I'm gonna check. We're
freshman
talk about
physical
that
science. Talk a little bit
today.
about it today. Some good
I
stuff
didn't see
going
that.
on.
Did it happen last night, this morning?
I think last night.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess coronavirus is
So.
overtaking the radio.
Yeah, I mean, it's. Tell us about your coronavirus experience so far. What
Well,
What did you stock up on yesterday?
I don't think we stocked up on anything. My mom was. My mom. Oh God, that's a horrible slip up. My wife.
Oh my God! You just called Robin Jean.
I know. Anyway, she's a coupon shopper, which also means she's a bulk purchaser.
Right. So you guys are usually well prepared anyway
Yeah.
for stuff like that,
Yeah,
for some
I
sort of
mentioned-
apocalypse.
I mentioned that she should buy some extra soap yesterday. Like that was my one, and she laughed at me.
Because
said-
she has so much soap that there's no need.
Right.
Right, of course.
So, one thing, in all seriousness, though, one thing I think we should share is that some students, I shouldn't say just students, but some kids in general, are legitimately panicking about this.
Right.
They think that they're going to die. They think family members are going to die. They think, and we really need to take into account the mental health of all the kids that are freaking out and have never seen anything like this. I mean,
Yeah.
we've never seen anything like this. But I honestly believe in my heart that the media has fluffed it up a little
Well,
bit.
careful, because we're part of the media here
I
at
understand.
Buzz Media.
Well,
That's just
I-
Gray's opinion.
I
It's
think-
not ours.
It's not ours, right?
I don't want to get sued or anything, but
You're not going to get sued. You're just going to get beat up off the air.
I mean, it's a serious thing, but I think
Right.
we need to tell people, listen, all these cancellations are precautionary.
Well, it's to prevent it from
Yes.
spreading,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, it's to make it
It's-
so that things don't
Yeah,
happen. So
we're locking down.
the reason to do this is really to be smart about it, not to create a major panic.
Yeah, I mean,
So.
I am devastated that I'm not going to be in a NCAA bracket this year.
I know that's going to be tough.
What are we going to do? Like,
I don't know. I think I've won it like a couple of years in a row too.
I think we should gamble on like HGTV programs. Like, do you think she's going to like the paint color on Rehab Addict?
Well,
Or is she
one, I
going
would just like to say gambling's illegal, so it's really just for entertainment purposes only.
Anyway,
Kayla Gnipp's first show. I mean, we have Gray admitting online that
He's gonna get us in trouble.
I know. Trust me. Welcome to like the last 20 years of my life, Kayla. He gets me in trouble all the time.
but I talked to Coach Lippert. Let's get him involved.
Yeah, Coach Lip. I'm meeting Coach Lip this afternoon, right?
Yeah.
Coach Nippet,
And
Coach Lip and I will not be able to go to the clinic, obviously, because it's canceled. So we decided that we would host a mini spread clinic at a local establishment out in Augusta, and
I'm sure you
and
guys
do that way.
are going to be very serious with your spread offense talk the entire
We will.
time.
Actually, I think we're going to plan out the main elite passing camp. That's going to be a prime objective of the meeting. But we're always good. We always steal a few ideas from Coney, and I'm assuming Coney steals a few from us.
And I'm sure there will be no distractions of any type when you're having these conversations. That's probably why I'm not going.
I mean,
guys.
Twitchell will be there, so he's he's a good mediator in those type of meetings. He keeps us right on schedule.
Yeah.
So
the coaching staff of Leavitt High School, we were always on task.
We're always on task.
And always very
Oh,
serious.
man.
But yeah. So anyway.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to go back to class.
Yeah, you should. You probably should.
Attendance is hurting today a little
Attendance is hurting today around the building
Yeah.
and from the faculty as well. You think people are scared off?
I think that attendance will be a bigger issue than us just canceling school for a few days.
You think so?
I think kids are just not going to come.
Yeah, it could just come down from the state that we're going to cancel school eventually, but
York-
that really hasn't happened in any state yet. So
York is done today.
really,
They're not done for a lengthy amount of time, but they canceled school today to prepare.
to prepare.
And
Yep.
I know Washington just canceled a bunch of schools.
Yeah.
Washington State.
They said all K through 12s and like near this city has to cancel
All
automatically.
right, so here we go. This is the beginning.
Hold on to your hat.
Like once it happens one place, it's kind of over.
Step
So.
one, get your helmet.
Right. That's been Coach Gray and I's safety plan for a long time. Like, what's your safety plan? Well, step one is to get a helmet, and step two is to put on the helmet, and
We should
then,
get sponsored by Poland.
then you go from there. I don't think we can do that. I'm more sponsored by the cafeteria coffee. They make a pretty good French vanilla down there, actually. No lie. It saves me a little time in the morning because now that I got to bring my kids to school, getting here and actually being able to get to, Angelo's or D&D or whatever to get a coffee isn't quite possible. But all right, we get a couple minutes here. Anything else you guys want to mention or talk about? We had to cancel dancing with the staff for next week, so that's unfortunate. One act's canceled, so they won't be going. I believe they're going to do an in-school performance to kind of some limited audiences next week for a couple days. So looking forward to that. Get a chance to get down there and check those guys out. I think we're going to have a few of them on next week, and some props to those guys. Cheerleaders unable to go to New England's. New England's were canceled. I know that my kids play AAU basketball. Several AAU basketball tournaments have been. I think the AAU, like official AAU tournaments, are canceled until at least April. And Zero Gravity, who's an outfit who puts on a lot of tournaments. They're not like AAU sanctioned, I don't think necessarily, but they're all around here. Those guys have canceled tournaments until April as well. I know Wyatt and Sawyer's team canceled practices, and we're supposed to reevaluate that moving into next week. I just saw the Kennebunk AD tweeted that the MPA has put out that for now, the high school sports season is still on. Too early to make a decision on spring sports that don't open until April 16th. So some breaking news there. It appears as though, as we stand right now, spring sports are still going. But that when they say for now, you know what that means.
That's how severe it gets.
If we get anything else, any other breaking news? Looks like the Hannaford and South Portland, the line is all the way out to frozen foods. So that's going to be tough. See if we get anything else in the chat. Daniel Schiffelli, I'm going to Florida. Yeah, good for you, Danny. Kara's asking us to dab at the end. That's like a new sign off, a new dab.
I'm good.
Yeah,
Said
I'm good.
thanks, though.
Is dab is that not cool anymore? Has that gone out? Like it was cool for a while, right? But now it's like,
Probably. What's the new dance now?
Right.
I need some inside info.
I mean, it was the floss for a while, I think, right? But now it's like all those TikTok dances, right?
Yeah, TikTok dances for sure.
Is there like one dance that you do when you're on a TikTok, or are they different dances all the time?
It kind of depends on like what sound they're using. A lot of people, music like artists and stuff, they blow up on TikTok because their sounds got on TikTok.
Yeah.
I guess that's where like new music kind of comes in. But people make up dances all the time.
Do you have a TikTok?
Yeah, I do.
You do. How about you?
I don't post on it, but I have one.
So you can view them, but you don't post any dances. Do you post dances,
I feel
Gail?
like I get
No, sir.
No, you just
Yeah.
you're not a TikTok dancer.
Yeah.
Who's the best TikTok dancer out there? Who's the best TikTok dancer in our school?
I don't know.
Well, give us some names then. Who's out there that's pretty good?
I literally follow like 5 people.
And who are they?
Kara Jordan,
Kara J,
Ava Gagnon.
Ava Gagnon,
I think the twins, I follow them.
Chase Ons.
I think so. I think they have one. Or they might just have one, both of them. And then, I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, I follow Megan. She does some stuff.
Megan Nason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those funny ones. And then,
Is Wyatt ever in those?
Yeah, he's been in like one, I think.
Wyatt doesn't like to get on camera, really. I'm surprised she's able to coerce him into doing that. I've seen Abby Webster make some TikToks at the end of physics class once in a while.
Abby and Kendra and Callie will make TikToks.
Kendra,
Crosby and Callie Richardson.
oh yeah, Kendra Crosby, I have her in there, and Callie
Yeah.
Richardson.
Showed me a video
So
of
they're always like practicing like what they're gonna do on TikToks, like kind of at the end of class. You know, when we're wrapping up, they're like, "Ooh, let's."
Wyatt showed me a video the other day of him playing mini basketball with Jackson. And he was just dunking on him.
Dunking on Jackson.
Yeah.
Nice. There you go. I had to, I got blocked by Wyatt playing hoop the other day. It wasn't good. But then I got a rebound over him. He wasn't tall enough to get it. Like I back tipped him kind of and got it. And then I gave him the too small, too small symbol. So
I just give Dane the shove whenever we.
Dano, he weighs like 70, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
I beat him with one arm.
All right. Well, this appears to be the close of the show today. We are going to
Levitt commenting. Shout
what-
out Asa. Make sure to subscribe, please.
subscribe. #BuzzBuzz. I believe we'll be back here on Monday with the 1W class.
Hopefully.
Wyatt, Kara, Cadence, and Landon, and we'll give you what happened over the weekend, and we're gonna try to make this. We try to do as many of these as we can between now and the time that we can't. So, and even if you guys get kicked out of here, Davis and I will keep this thing going. So, signing out. Peace.
See ya.
Bye.